And we're live. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is that you are in the world today. Welcome to New York by Night. Welcome to Manhattan, where we find the Camarilla of New York. We find ourselves in Harlem. We're outside of a too familiar club. We find a tall figure who places her bike next to the club. Walks in, looks around for a friend of hers. She cannot see him right away. She just walks up to the bar and she'll look at the bartender. She's like, I'm looking for Mr. Limey. Is he present?
I'm gonna feign a New York accent of some variety. Silly, not do it. Who's asking? Limey hasn't been seen around here for about a week now.
Oh, it's unusual. I'm a friend of his.
Everybody's
Rose?
a friend of Limey's. Everybody's a friend of Limey.
Oh, come on. I'm sure he mentioned my name at least. Rose.
Listen, alright, he left a number to call. Don't go telling everybody. Yeah, pulls out a card from under the bar, and on it is written in like biro, Limey, in his handwriting, with a like a phone number scribbled down.
Rose will, she'll take the card. She'll look at the number. Can I have this, or do you need it back?
Keep it. He wrote a bunch of them.
Okay. I have a character question. Is it handwritten?
It's handwritten, yeah.
Nice. Oh. Okay. Rose will nod. She'll thank the bartender and she'll walk out towards the towards her bike. And before she actually grabs her phone and dials the number, she'll roll. She'll take the glove off her hands, kind of hiding her hands, seeing as everybody could now see the pale, weird colored skin of her hand and the fingers that look like they've been stretched out a little. And she'll just hold the card in her hand, her fingers kind of gliding over the letters and over the text, feeling where the pen kind of pressed into the paper. And wow, that's at least 2 successes there, going with diff 7 on a aura absorption. She tries to see if there's anything that she can get from this card.
This card. Oh, I take it there's no roll against it. Like that's a standard roll, and that's a good roll.
Basically, you can compare this with the level 3 of Auspex, the Spirit's Touch.
Okay, and so what exactly does it do? Just so I know exactly what to give you.
It basically for each success, and it's actually the amount of successes is determined by the storyteller. In this case, I would say you, based on the impressions. It's basically also what she does with the bodies. So if there's like a very strong emotion involved, then the difficulty will lower. If it's like almost emotionless, then the difficulty might be higher. It gives, I'm opening the book right now so I can actually read it to you, but basically per success it gives a image and a feature. So it would say something about the individual, like gender or Not clan, but well, basic nature, demeanor, stuff like that. But it also can give and it also gives, I should say, a just an image. Like if this picture has if this card would have been able to take a picture of a very intense moment, then I would get to see that.
Okay.
Get up for you.
All right. You hear like it's like a. You smell like heavy tobacco smoke, very very strong, like cigarette smoke. Then you hear like a faint like of like horns like kind of goes past. You get like a blue sort of vibe, and then that's tinged with like a red. Like, and it's also like the red sort of simmers in the middle of this blue aura, and then you get an image of like it's silhouetted with an overhead light with a cigarette burning in one hand, holding its temples. And it's sort of you get this sort of flash of that, and then you get another flash, like an image hits full because you got a 9 and a 10, and it's it's a right hand on a piece of paper, and it's scribbling out the number with a cheap biro, and it's this ring.
Cool. A little late, but there you have it. I finally found it.
Thank you.
Also, it will be if anyone tries to read this card, they would need to get at least 3 successes.
Okay, cool.
So anyway, then she'll dial the number.
It's like camera die. The phone pick up and you hear. Hello.
Limey.
Rose.
Mhm. Good to hear you.
Ruby. What can I do you for?
What's going on?
Lockdown.
Hmm?
Lockdown. Lockdown. It's as in.
Yeah. Okay. You?
Pardon.
Are you on lockdown?
Well, the club's being watched, you see, and well, things have been a little heavy in this town for a while, so lockdown.
Okay. Can I find you, or you want to be left alone?
Yeah, fine. Should probably let you know where I am anyway. What do you need to talk to me about?
I guess the Camarilla. She mentions that word like really, really silently, and she's keeping an eye out to see if there's anyone around her.
Here, another pull on a cigarette.
Yeah, we need to talk about community, friends, foes.
I can dig it. It gives you an address for North Harlem. It's the same address that you've been to. It's the like the house with bars on it.
Okay. Very well. Be there in a bit. 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, about 20 minutes it will take to get up there.
I'll. Is there anything that you want me to do when I enter, or you just want me to knock?
Well, I don't know. Knock and the guy opens the door. He's going to ask you. He's going to ask you what's under the hat. Say the bag. You dig?
Interesting riddle. Wonder where it came from.
Used to be a good place to keep Billy Whiz back in the club days.
Very well. You'll see me soon.
Yeah. I'll see you then.
Okay. And well, Rose will she'll hang up, pocket the phone, take the bike, and start walking.
It's going to take you a little while. Learn to ride that bike, damn it.
I'll take a dot and drive as soon as I can.
Yeah, the journey takes you a little while. It takes you about an hour because you're on foot. But as you get up to this place, it's a shitty area of Harlem. This is not a nice part of Harlem. It's nearest the industrial part. And as you come up to this industrial storage house with its bars on the windows and the big heavy metal door, do you knock?
Yeah. She parked the bike first, of course, but then she'll knock.
Cool. You will see that there are security cameras here as well. On the outside.
Well, she still wears her motor helmet, and
Cool. The hatch opens, and you see a pair of big, sort of cold blue eyes in an old weathered face. What's under the hat?
a bag, I was told.
Door opens.
And she'll walk in. She's still not removing the helmet, by the way.
It's okay, you passed the riddle. He leads you upstairs. You recognise this as this seems to be Limey's ghoul.
Well, if you've seen Rose before and she's inside, then she will take off the helmets.
Oh, there's other people hanging around here.
No.
Sorry, I should have said, yeah, there's like 5 or so guys, like mortals. Sorry, four excluding the ghoul, sort of wandering
Never
around.
mind. Helmets on.
You are led through to a wide storage area, and you see the lockers in the walls. These big, wide metal sort of lifting sheets of metal. And you can hear like a... and the boss kind of walks over. Sorry, not the boss, the Russian walks over and with his large tattooed hand raps on the door. Says, and you hear who is it in Limey's voice? Says, the one who's here to see you, Rose, and lifts the Limey says yeah, send her in. He bends down. He's got a big heavy set of keys, like industrial keys. He turns a lock, lifts 2 latches to one side, opens it. A puff of smoke flies out into the air, and you see Limey very, very dishevelled. The ghoul walks away and beckons you into the room before shutting it after you.
Mm-hmm.
A key turn.
She's gonna just look at the ghoul first, and gonna perception empathy and not really see anything, cause stupid humans. So she'll she'll walk in, just looking at Limey, and once again she'll roll her perception empathy on him, studying him.
Okay. He's not hiding
Yeah.
anything. Not really.
You see, it's just a human. I don't understand humans anymore.
With those successes, the ghoul had no ill intent. Limey has no ill intent. If you step inside, he shuts the thing behind you, and you hear the key turn. But you see, there's a lock on this side.
Mhm.
Um, Limey is laying. It's like a little kind of boho kind of thing in here. Like there's a big rug across the floor, and there's like a chaise longue with like a table and a desk and like writing equipment and like a couple of phones. But from here you get a pungent scent of marijuana, and there's a record player in the corner playing vinyl. You see like a fold out wardrobe with a few suits in it, and then on the floor you see an open chest containing weapons and a Kevlar vest, and across like it's like a big kind of it's almost like a beanbag chair. You see Limey kind of sprawled across it, looking completely dishevelled. You've never seen him look like this before. Like his shirt's open and his tie's off, like sort of like hanging out his shoulders. Like it looks like he hasn't washed in a few days. And he's sort of just laying back with a cigarette burning up to the tips of his fingers.
And, Rose will she'll take off the helmet and place it on the desk. So my first question was gonna be how have you been, but I don't think I need to start with that question. Just tell me.
Yeah.
Lockdown?
What was that?
Lockdown?
I was being watched.
That's
This
it.
location's kept a secret. My operations are going fine from right here.
I'm pretty sure that they are, but your friends worry, and the city needs its sheriff.
I don't have friends.
Well, your colleagues then. Your clan. Your coterie.
Yeah, you dig it. But, well, it's not like the coterie really a coterie anymore. And as for Sheriff, well, it's not exactly like people take that whole shebang seriously, so I just stick to myself and do it.
They don't take what seriously?
Oh, the whole Sheriff thing.
Why wouldn't they?
Well, I've been doing this shit since before I was made Sheriff. People think this is just same old mug Limey. The difference is, Victor didn't mug me off back then. My hound didn't turn into a belligerent child. I can see why this position turned Frank Green mad.
I see. And Rose will just walk up to the desk, or well, she's there anyway. She just looks at everything that's on there. You're driving yourself mad, you do know that, right?
Mm. Yeah. No, I would argue it's this city. I've never let my hands go on the wheel, but oh god.
This is not you. This is not what you are.
Settle down, Rose.
No? No, I'm not settling down. You will cut this right now, right here, right now.
Ah, will I? My most eminent cynical. It's all a little too heavy out there for me. It's not going to stop me going out there, but Limey's downtime is Limey's downtime, and when Limey's on lockdown, it's about time he took a rest.
We've been through worse. Remember when you just entered the city?
I do.
Well,
Well, back then everything was a bit simpler, wasn't it? There wasn't all this power playing and positioning, and nobody tested me, and everyone was just happy to let Limey chill in Harlem, get on with his own business.
no one was testing
That,
you because the Camarilla was dying. We were fighting to survive.
yeah, and we brought it back to life again. What to do? Now it's back to life. It seems to be back to its old scheming ways, and now I can step back from that god awful social scene.
No, you cannot.
It's just like 1965 all over again, alright? But at least that was when love was in there.
Rose will just walk over to Limey and grab whatever he's smoking at the moment and just throw it on the floor and kind of wipes it out with her foot. Sure, there's no immediate threat, but it wasn't back then. There was no threat. We were dying, and we still are. We are back. We have a prince, steady, one who is around. There is a sheriff. There is a hound. There is a keeper, and me. But that doesn't mean that we are there. That is barely everything that we have, any of us. If we lose any of those people, we're not back. Actually, Camarilla is still weak. There aren't enough of us.
Yeah,
We
well,
cannot spend our time on petty fights with each other. There is an
look,
entire
alright.
city on our doorstep, and we're growling at each other. I don't know much about the Camarilla, just a little, and I've learned more than that since I came to join the Camarilla. But we should be backing each other up, not throwing each other down. And I've never seen you give up, Limey. Stop it.
Look. No, it's the core, mate. I liked it when our social gatherings were social gatherings. And yeah, sure, there was a lot of heavy shit thrown on the plate, but damn it, we were together. But science happened, Rose. Some bad vibes going all over the place, man. And, well, I don't know. suppose Limey stopped being the harpy and became the sheriff, and suddenly it won't fun and games anymore. And it's like, once again, I've gone from being lovable clubface to, I don't know, some sort of criminal, like, thug, you know, like a brass for hire, you know.
You're
It's like,
not. You're not.
it's no, hear me out, like, it's like where I should be in Ronnie Scott's, listening to Armstrong and chatting to Jackie Brown. Instead, I'm in some house in Covent Garden, some lockup, and I'm shifting someone else's silver. And, well, that's when the fun stops, you see. And that's why I came to New York in the first place. Sit back, make a name for myself, you know?
But you did.
Yeah, well, which is all fun and games when you're doing it with, flapping your jaw rather than breaking a jaw, but look at us now.
Yes, look at us now. Our months have not been going the way we ever saw them going, I guess. I mean, by all means, if I would follow Camarilla traditions, I would be a staked trophy if I wouldn't have been ashed.
Don't say that.
Oh, you know it's true.
Sure, you're
If
odd, but
I would have followed my own path, I wouldn't have been anything. I would be in my library.
look, I want this to go. I want it back too, you know. We worked hard to get the city to where it was, and now it's here. We're hanging on to the power, but we're losing control. They
Yeah,
totally groovy if we could all get back into a healthy, happy business relationship, but I don't think after we have a nut, that's going to happen.
I think it will be. Nothing is impossible. And I understand that people have been offended and feathers have been ruffled, and trust me, I would be lying if I were to say that I am fully confident that everything will be happy ever after, you know? Things have been going on, and I'm a little scared as well. But if we all work together again, in the end, we're all here for the same goal. And that's the same goal that we started out months ago. You were always the positive one. Come on.
But the tears of the clown run the makeup off the face eventually, you dig?
You're not a clown.
But look, dig what you're saying. He seems to like zone out for a minute, and he kind of looks up and just sort of looks at you with bleary eyes. You can tell that I mean, because drugs have no effect on Kindred, you can tell he's been feeding on stoned blood.
Hmm.
He kind of zones out for a little bit, and then comes back. What the fuck was I saying?
I'm just hoping that you are willing to give it another try.
Look, I'll have to eventually, won't I? I'm going out tonight.
Are you?
Yeah, sheriff business, of course. No time for the harpy these days.
Anything I can help with, Sheriff?
I don't know if it's a good idea, Senator. I picked the neonates for this job for a reason.
Okay.
The new Brujah seems to have a good head on his shoulders, and well, they know my face, so I can't go straight in there. But
Straight
well, a
in
little
there.
push in the right direction, and he was more than happy to try and please the sheriff. He laughs ironically.
Can't go in where? What happened exactly, Limey? I have not had any reports on anything, actually. I'm seneschal, but
Don't, man. It's just that whole place twisted my melon. It was, we went in there, couldn't take our weapons in. Ghost provided a distraction. We snuck in using some Tremere Hocus Pocus. And then they started raining blood. And came from the sprinkler system. And Ghost went a little mad, but I brought her back round. So Ghost and Victor seemed to find a girl who was talking about some drugs, and she came out of this back room. So we thought we'll go into the back room because that's where Victor said Maggie was. Anyway, long story short, we went in there, got caught. They came after us with guns. I said Victor's name accidentally. Yeah, I took exception for that.
Okay.
Bear in mind,
Day.
Hmm?
Day. Which day?
There were a couple of flunkies, security guards. It was the Sabat's club. We didn't expect him to be that well guarded, but all they heard was his first name, alright? They'd already caught us on CCTV. I don't look, alright? You're the seneschal. I respect you. Closest thing to have had one of my friends in years. But right now, I really need you not to give me shit about this, you dig?
I'm not giving you any shit. You have enough shit already. Any idea what they were? Numbers? You think it was entire Paxhaven or just a
Well,
place?
we already know there's at least 3 of them, but I don't think they all work out there. I think that's Maggie's joint.
Okay.
That's one thing we learned.
You have a name.
I do have a name. I also have a face. I saw her. I also know who works for her and who can get to her, which is who I'm sending the neonate after tonight. We're going to bring him in, find out a little about Maggie. Meanwhile, myself and Ghost are tracking down the red pill. We're tracking it to a gang that shifted it out. I'm on top of this, Rose. Although he's got a few tricks up his sleeve.
I know you're on top of things, Limey. You've always been. I trust you there in that. I mean, it's always been the 3 of us at first. Ghost, you, and
Yeah.
me.
Those were some good old days. Can't believe it was so short a time ago.
So much happened.
There's some weird karmic shit going on right now. I haven't figured it out yet, but I figure if I uh, see how far this rabbit hole goes, then we'll come out the other side. But unfortunately, relations between the country gone. Elaine is coming back round slowly, I think, but Victor, nah.
I, Limey, I came here to give you this letter, but I might have to give you something else.
What? What? Present?
No, well, maybe. I don't think that I can stay with the coterie. That doesn't have to do with me thinking ill of any of you.
Hey, slow down there, Rose. Why are you laying this on me? Where'd this come from?
several things. But I'm not giving up just yet. I'm just. And this year you've been closest to me. Well, at least longest around in Ghost, but we all changed, did we not? I remember when you, the two of you, first walked into Dr. Softly's office. That was a weird day. Weird night, I should say.
I don't know. Well, I do still remember it. There was that what was he called himself? B or something. Stereotypical looking motherfucker with the trench coat and the sawn-off shotgun and the Magnum.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that bloke.
I remember him.
You know that motherfucker who turned tail and ran when shit got real.
Mm.
Well, the diehards really, aren't we? Can you make a roll for me?
Mm-hmm.
Make charisma empathy?
For you?
Yeah, is that okay? No, for you.
Oh, me. Okay, sure.
I just need to see how it affects him. I don't know what to roll against it. I'm seeing in.
Charisma, empathy. Okay. All of ones, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, sorry.
It's fine.
No, well. Why you throw me this letter? I can put a brave face on it. When I'm out in public, you certainly won't see me in such poor condition. I
You seem like you're ready to give up.
just want to find like, huh?
I was just wondering what would Ghost do if she found you in this state. The only thing I can come up with is that she would drag you by your legs and throw you into a, I don't know, a pond or something with water. Maybe the harbor. I can imagine her doing that.
Yeah, so can I. Yeah, good. Guys will understand. They should do it anyway. Slovenly I may look, but nimble I still am. I can bounce about to the beat. Which is why, outside of lockdown, you will see me in my usual state. Or guys, but well, I ain't the harpy anymore. I'm the sheriff. Think of I think well, I'm not in Soho anymore.
Sheriff, you might
Which
be a title, but you can still be a harpy at heart.
that was back when things were nice. I don't think I can play nice anymore, Rose.
Why not?
Well, said Socialising's over. Time to get the war paint on.
Hmm.
And well, I reckon I can dig it.
I don't think socializing is over. I think it's more important than ever.
But I've lost the urge to dance, man. I don't want to talk to the pretty girl in the corner anymore. Like it takes it out of me a little bit every time. It bleeds me just a little more. And I end up the old man sat at the end of the bar, more so than usual.
But that pretty girl, who knows what she's hiding?
Who knows indeed. But that
Who will give you
is
your
why we
love?
have Nosferatu. Anyway, what time is it?
Around midnight? Why?
Well, he kind of lifts his hand over his face. He falls with a sleight of hammer. He kind of like he's got this sort of doped face on. He wipes his hand across his face, and then the other side is like this sort of smiling, like sort of debonair sort of smile, and he burns the point of cannabis infused blood in his system and puts it into dexterity. The sheriff's got an appointment to keep it dig.
Limey? Rose will just get a letter out of her pocket. Just put it on the desk. Just read this and just think about things, okay? I'm not ready to let you give up on yourself or on the city. Or whoever dwells inside it. You came to this city to become great. I think you came to this city. I think you found you loved it. Maybe a little bit too deeply. But that means that you cannot give up.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're right. I need to get dressed. Uncle Boris will see you out. Thank you for coming and seeing me, my essential. Have a pleasant evening.
Very well. Have a good night, my sheriff, and I expect to be updated, to be kept updated on this issue with Savat.
Stand by me. Wouldn't leave you in the dark, Rose. He goes over to the table and lifts the letter up. Pulls out a switchblade. Puts it back in his pocket.
Rose will leave the room and walk outside.
Boris meets you outside and extends his hand to the door. His phone rings, and he gets a message. The boss would like me to ask if you desire escorting back to your haven. No.
Thank you, but I'm sure I'll manage. Oh,
Yes.
but you could do me one favor. As I do not want to disturb your boss again, but it seems that I left my helmet.
Of course, no. He goes upstairs. Comes back down the helmet. He asked me to insist. He says the streets are dangerous and Harlem is this part not nice neighborhood.
I said I'm fine. And she'll put the helmet on.
Of course. But be safe.
Thank you. You too.
Here opens the door for you.
Hmm?
Is there anything else? I said he opens the door for you.
I just want to record one roll. It's nothing to do with you or your rule, or just
Oh,
want to
actually, I should
record
roll my
it.
feeling roll.
Lucky. Hmm. Good as well. Okay, check. Yes, I think we can end the scene there, with Rose grabbing her bike, walking back to where she came from, and Limey getting ready for the next big adventure in these beautiful nights in New York City.